And what happened this evening?
We're pleased that the city of Schofield has moved forward to resolve the longstanding concerns about the park by granting a license with some conditions.
And what's your reaction to those conditions, and where do you guys move from here?
We've always wanted to operate this park consistent with the code and the laws, and the conditions simply require that we finish the rest of the task of beating them, and we're going to do it. So we're very pleased.
So just exactly spell out for us, what are those conditions?
There are some open building code issues that have to be pinned down. It's kind of like a punch list when you buy a house, and there are some issues about completing a site plan so that the documentation of where everything is available to city officials. And there's some others about documenting where parking will be so that the residents are safe. We're basically, the conditions are all about achieving a good working relationship with the city, and we're looking forward to doing that.
So then, just exactly how many code violations between health and building are left? Because there was, at one time, there was 250 of these.
Well, how you count code violations is something of a matter of interpretation, but we're down to what my understanding is on the order of 8 or 9. After the handshake deal was reduced to writing to sell the park, my client began spending an awful lot of money to start fixing the code violations even before the sale closed. We've put a lot of money into the park to bring it up to code. We're committed to continuing to keep it up to code.
And for those who think this shouldn't have been approved and say, oh, the mobile home park needs to go away and put something else there, what do you say to those people?
I'd like them to show me where they want these people to live. You know, the fact of the matter is that we're a diverse society and we need to create housing opportunities for a lot of people. We certainly can't provide housing for everybody if we start by taking away 60 units of housing that are available to meet people's needs. Whether we like it or not, manufactured housing is a huge component of how we meet housing needs in Wisconsin, and it is in all communities. These are good people, they're working people, good people who need a place to live.
Now, the mayor brought up the rocky relationship that the city has had with this park. You've got a couple of milestones here. You've got a 30-day checkup, and you're going to have about a 120-day checkup after that. How big are those dates then to establishing a good working relationship with the city?
Obviously, they're very important. We want to make sure that we meet all of the expectations we've committed to meet tonight. They're critical, you know, but those people, you know, in general, I think most of us who are out there producing in the economy are judged every day, you know, on how we produce. If we miss up or we fail to do what we're supposed to do, it can be shut down at any time. This is simply a statement of what's implicit in everything. Do a good job or you're history. We're not going to be history. We're going to do a good job.
And then I guess this is kind of a housekeeping question, because you said was it the previous owner of the park? Wasn't that an Idlewild Group out of Los Angeles?
No, that's the Idlewild Group is the parent of Sustainable Resources,
Okay,
the buyer.
gotcha. So
The group that sold was another group.
that was another group. And so where's Sustainable Resources based out of?
It's a Wisconsin LLC, I believe, that is based out of Wisconsin.
Okay.
And it may, I guess, I don't know for a fact that it's a Wisconsin LLC, but it's certainly certificated to do business in Wisconsin.
Sure.
So they work with Idlewild.
They're a subdivision of Idlewild.
Okay.
Idlewild is an investment group that purchases mobile home parks and then operates them through various operating companies.
So they
That's-
operate through
Yeah,
Sustainable.
yeah,
Okay,
sure.
But
gotcha.
this is all about tax law and corporate connections. And the
Phew.
like. Yeah, well, it's not that complicated. It
Right.
just sounds like it is.
Yeah, it does
So,
sound
Okay.
very complicated. And what would you say the reaction is of the residents tonight?
They were very happy. You know, this has been hanging over. The worst part of all of this is when I go home, when I deal with it, when the owners deal with it, it's a business issue to us. It's home to them. They now know that they have a home, and that's extremely gratifying to me, especially at this time of year, to know that we've been able to deliver some peace of mind to people who really deserve it more than anything else. So I think the story tonight is peace of mind came to a lot of good people who've been looking for it for a long time.
Anything else you want to add that we didn't ask you? maybe how you would describe the road ahead? Will it be easy, difficult?
Providing housing is always challenging. It's a fluid environment, but I think we've got ourselves on the right path. We've developed and opened a good communication line with the city. The financial resources, the managerial resources are there. It's a question simply of meeting the conditions as they come to us. You know, who can say what will be here, but we're gonna be engaged with it.